You're watching Bucks County Beer Review. One of the sexy mans alive. Wayne, he is. This is Brew here. Brew, 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 brew. A beer for breakfast, facts for snacks in Brantford, Ontario. Saying hi to everyone. Cheers, y'all. Oh, look, a bush ice. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Make sure you're subscribed to Bucks County Beer Review. Hello, welcome back to Bucks County Beer Reviews. I haven't been making many videos lately. I've been a little bit under the weather. And I bought these particular beers over a week ago. And I was all excited to do this review that I'm going to do now. And I came down with a pretty nasty head cold that had a lingering cough. And it lasted for about 8 or 9 days. And my original idea was I have Stone IPA in my fridge that I've used in my first 2 What If videos, and I was trying to think what could I mix it with and use that one more time. And the only thing that came to my mind was trying to mix it with a sour beer. I thought, well, it sounds a little bit crazy, but maybe the bitterness and the sour would work together, and it might actually be good. And there was only one way to find out, and we're not afraid to try new and crazy things here once in a while. And I was going to the beer store and just to buy the sour beer. And I'm a naturally very curious guy. And when other people are coming out of the beer store, I always look to see what they're buying, just out of curiosity. And right before I went in, I saw a guy coming out with just a 4-pack, and it was Heady Topper. My beer store doesn't always carry Heady Topper. Every now and then they will get some of it in. And I just happened to be there at the right time. So I went back to the cooler where the Heady Topper is, and there was 4 or 5 4-packs left. I purchased one 4-pack for $17.49, so it was luck. And instead of mixing a sour beer that I picked up, excuse me, with the Stone IPA, I'm going to try it with mixing it with Heady Topper. The sour beer that I picked up, I only bought a single. I don't like sour beers. Anybody that knows me knows that. I just don't care for them. But the thought of the bitterness and the sour maybe working together might create something interesting. So I picked up this. It's an Under My Plum Sour Ale with Plums from Litherman's Limited. They're out of Concord, New Hampshire. A generous helping of luscious plums give this beer a delicious dark depth of stone fruit flavor, delicately painted in beautiful watercolors over our sour ale base. A beer who has just changed its ways. Ain't it the truth, babe? For the Jeffrey. I'm not sure what that means. I paid $4.49 for this one can. It's a 5.2% ABV. I did purchase this beer once before. I think I sent it to Brian at Big B Beer Reviews. He probably has a review on it in his channel if you want to check that out. And of course, the great Heady Topper. Personally, it's tied with the best IPA that I've ever had, and that would be with Focal Banger, also from the Alchemist Brewery out of Vermont. This is an 8% IPA. Heady Topper is American Double India Pale Ale, they call it. This beer is not intended to be the biggest or the most bitter, although on Untappd it's listed at 100 IBUs. I'm not going to read the whole can. Hopefully many of you have gotten to try this beer. It is fantastic. I got to try Focal Banger at the brewery a couple of summers ago, and the one I had there was only in the can 4 days before I opened it and drank it. It was fantastic. This one was canned on December 2nd, and we're still in December, so that's good. It's very good. Now, what I do on these what-ifs is I try the beers individually, and then I take what's left and mix them together just to see what happens. It's just for fun. A lot of people are going to say I'm crazy. There's no way you're going to improve on Heady Topper by adding anything, really, especially a sour beer, maybe. But it's just it's an experiment. So that's what we're going to do. Let's open this Heady Topper. I love Heady Topper. I had one can of this on Thanksgiving. I was over at Marcel's, and he had a 4-pack of it that he brought home from Vermont. And I had 1 can of that, and it was just absolutely fantastic. It smells very hoppy. Really nice aroma. Here we go. A little bit of Heady Topper in this cup. Plastic cup. Alright. Now let's open this sour beer. The chances of me liking this sour beer are slim, very slim. When I first started this channel, I thought I could find a sour beer that I like. I tried several of them, and I was unsuccessful. I think the best one, the one I could almost tolerate, was Victory Brewing's Sour Monkey, which it wasn't too bad. It wasn't awful. Here we go. I smell a little sweetness, a little plum. You can see the color of it. Okay. A little bit more in that one. All right. I think we'll start with the Heady Topper. Putting that in here. Yeah, okay. We'll do it that way. Heady Topper. I'll let that head go down while I'm trying these. I'm going to try the Heady Topper. Cheers. Oh man, that is so good. It's got a little bit of fruitiness, like pineapple. Got a real solid bitterness. Really a strong, wonderful flavor. I absolutely love it. I gave Stone IPA a 95. I like this better. This one will be like a 98. Maybe even could make a case for 99. We'll call it a 98.5 out of 100. Really an awesome brew. Now I'm going to try this one. Here we go. Cheers again. I can almost smell the sour. Hopefully it's not too sour. Here we go. It's not too awful. It's not super sour. It's kind of moderately sour. I just don't know why people enjoy sourness in beers. Personally, if I grade it strictly on how much I like it, how much I want to have another one, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's not the worst one I've ever had. A little bit of plum. Yeah, it's not the worst one ever. Here we go. I'm gonna mix them. Heady Topper and Under My Plum. Let's see how it changes. It's actually got a real nice color to it now. Look at that. That's actually very pretty. This is what Heady Topper was, and this is what it looks like now. Got a few chunkies floating. All right, let's see what this concoction tastes like. Here we go. Cheers again. It picked up more of the flavor from the sour beer than from the Heady Topper. It's not awful. It's certainly not as good as Heady Topper was before I poured this in there. So, let me have another try here. It's funny, the bitterness from the Heady Topper seems to have vanished. The sourness wiped it out. It's dry. It does come across as a grapefruit, more than a plum. I think a lot of people would like this. If this was a product that was sold in a can as it is now, people that like semi-sour beers, I think would love it. For me, since I don't like sour beers, it's okay, you know. Just a hint of plum, a whole lot of grapefruit. The sourness is still fairly moderate. The bitterness kind of vanished, and the bitterness I really love, so that's not good for me. I'll take this one. Oh, that's so nice. This concoction that I've made, I will give a 7.4 out of 10. It's pretty good. And I think a lot of people, like I said before, I'm just repeating myself now. If you like a sour beer, this one I think people would like. And that's going to do it. I appreciate everyone watching. I'm glad to be back making videos. I've got another good IPA from Hop Butcher of the World upstairs I want to review. I have a taste challenge I'm thinking of doing. I have 60-minute IPA from the name of the brewery just ran right out of my head. Bing! Well, you know what I mean. 60-minute IPA. God, I hate it when that happens to me. And I'm going to compare that, put that in a challenge up against Yard's IPA out of Philadelphia. Fish. Never mind. I'll put the name of it right here. Boop! Right there. Sometimes that happens to me. Thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to try things. Mix them up. See what happens. You never know what you're going to get. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.